Meat blade with steak blade and innovative device project, transparent team, awesome community.
Hello, crypto. How is everybody doing out there? I hope you're doing well. So tonight we have a white paper reveal, first on the channel for quite some time. There hasn't been too many white paper reveals within the TITAN X ecosystem for quite some time. Taurus might have been the last one. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but there hasn't been too much built and released in the last while. So yeah, we are going to have a look at a few things tonight. The diamonds white paper being one. We'll have a look at what's going on with Taurus after the first day 88. The first 88 days of the protocol have passed. Always a big time when when we come up to these unlocks for protocols. Titan X day 288, Blaze day 365, Taurus day 88. So interesting to see what's going on there. We will have Utah and Rich Landon on the show tonight as well, joining me to go through the Diamonds white paper. So yeah, really looking forward to that. So yeah.
Diamonds on my mind. Diamonds on my mind. Drop the white paper in the mud.
Got my diamond mining buddies behind me here as well. So, what the hell is diamonds? Rich Landon, how's it going, sir?
Amazing.
Oh, amazing, you say.
What a relief.
what's a relief getting to finally release the diamonds white paper?
Just peeling the tape off your mouth, being able to say something.
Yeah, it's been in the planning for quite some time, but like all these things, it wasn't rushed. No point in hurrying along, given the market sentiment. But yeah, it's nice to finally get it out. Oh, you see, you've changed your little bio there. Diamonds are forever.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
What have we got? All right, Sray, good to see you again. Kevin Light Up, woo, word up. Slim, good to have you back. Thanks for tuning in. Keto Natural, LFG guys, yes, LFG. So what's your take on what's happening in the markets at the minute, Rich?
I expected this actually. I didn't want to see it, but I expected while ORX and Taurus needed to go through their distribution phases. Speaking of the Titan X ecosystem specifically, I was expecting to see some sell pressure due to people taking profits. So it was expected. And yeah, outside of that, the broader market, I have to be honest, I don't even look. I'm not even involved with the broader market.
Yeah, so we've got Bitcoin tapping all-time highs again, BNB tapping all-time highs. ETH kind of still lagging behind. But yeah, everything we were discussing bits of it last week on the show, but it does the stars are aligning, everything's lining up for what seems to be altcoin season soon. Yeah, over on Pulsechain, sentiment's pretty damn low over there. I actually had a long-term Pulsechain message me a couple of days ago saying, "Do you know what? I think I've had enough. I might just sell and fuck off." And I was kind of going, gee, this must be the bottom. This must be the bottom now. If people that have been here for 4 years, diehards, are kind of going, can't take it any longer. But yeah, but
That is unfortunate after waiting so long. It's just like, what do you have to gain by leaving now? Just close the computer. Just walk away. Just go do something else for a bit. But it's just doesn't make any sense to leave at this point.
yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Shrey's saying there, does these diamonds make us more richer? They make you more like Rich Landon, but they don't make give you any more money.
Yeah, I'm biased, but I absolutely think so.
uh, yeah. I want to give it a minute to I want to give it a minute to see if Utah, whenever Utah joins us, and then we'll kind of kick into having a look through the white paper. So yeah, what's it been like? You've been really busy, Rich, building working on Buildify, and you've had this protocol, this Diamonds protocol, in the works. Alongside that, you have had a lot on your plate for the last, yeah, I'm going to say the last maybe 8 months. You've been you've been working on Buildify for a long time with the guys. Lots and lots of meetings after meeting, devs meetings, design meetings, testing, and say in the mix, you've been working on this Diamonds protocol as well. How's it been for the last load of months?
Absolutely exhausting. In fact, I don't know if I would ever vote or volunteer to do that again. To have multiple projects ongoing at the same time, just it's it's very taxing. And plus, I had the smoke project. I
Yep.
figured I was a little bit bored at that little small juncture in time, and I would do that. I had no idea the commitment involved. So yeah, it's been an undertaking for sure.
Yeah, I was there whenever. I mean, I was there myself at the time when we were working on Blaze, and I was working on Pulse Wars at that time. That was pretty, yeah, pretty stressful, pretty taxing, and all the time you're working at these things, and the market was still, even back then, the market was really. I suppose it was kind of like it is at the minute, you know. Um, wasn't much happening at that time. It was long before Titan X, long before Titan X started pumping.
Yeah, and despite it all, I've never let a single project launch without me being involved, getting invested in it day one. I just I love it. I love Titan X. I love to be here. I love to do it all. I just want to see some gains once in a while. What the fuck ever.
Yeah, all right. What's your take on Taurus? Just looking at the bubbles here, I'll just share my screen. Um, share screen.
Taurus got some stickiness. At this point, I'm in it. I'm staked. I got ladders. I feel if you created, you're almost um, let's see the word. You're more inclined to go ahead and continue into the program, or else you're going to sit on your supply for a while and potentially not make out as well as if you went back into staking. But if you go into staking, you have to commit more funds. So it's got a lot of stickiness to it.
Yeah, let's have a look at the actual chart then. I actually didn't do any day one creations. I didn't start participating until day four, I think. And then obviously we've got the Taurus Titans game that will be coming up soon. Taurus Titans didn't really do any creations until day 14. So I'm kind of hoping that there's a potential for some price increase between now and in the next couple of weeks. What do you think about that? I mean, how the hell do you unlock so much and be up 47%? What's going on there?
Yeah, I guess it's like day 280 of Titan X. The smoke cleared, and everybody said, "Okay, we still alive. You still breathing, right? Yeah, you breathing. Yeah, everybody's checking. We still alive." It's one of those scenarios. I mean, the worst is behind us, right? The big expectation. I think it's people still trying to figure out how to navigate through the Taurus ecosystem. I mean, or the project, whatever. you have to have the long-term mindset with this, because if you came in and created a bunch day one and you plan to make a big profit at this point, you're now stuck with the decision of, okay, it's not there for me to sell. What do I do? Do I sit on these tokens, or do I commit to another 88-day cycle and add more Titan X? You're committing more funds. So that's really the stickiness. But when you put that money back in the system, it's always sitting there in the coffers, ready to be utilized at some point in the future with the buy and build or the buy and burn, which I don't like that word. But no, I do. In fact, I do. I give it a bad rap, but the point is, it's useful.
You are quite good at thinking long term, Rich. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I had to be. I mean, I have to be a staker because my emotions will run rampant on me daily. So if I stake, I protect myself from
yourself,
wrecking myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to know yourself, right?
Absolutely. Let's get a quick look at. Let's see. Give me a second here. See what the prize pool is looking like for Taurus Titans.
I would be really inclined to see who these 20 participants are.
I tried to fish them out. I tried to fish them out in the Telegram, but you were the only one that actually answered the question.
That is absolutely pathetic.
I know.
If we can convince the 20 users, hey, let's go back for another round. Let's put up the Titan X and go for staking another 88 days and just let this thing build up.
Yeah. Sorry, so what have we got? 1800. This was down at 1500 yesterday. So let's see. Well, it might have went lower than that, but I did see it down at 1500. So hopefully we get some more price action, positive price action, and see this price pool, because the actual creations, these were all in the red yesterday. Okay, we're not too far. A little bit of a price when we get them all back in the green. Yeah. So
I just think it'd be cool to collect them all and go in with one big stake and go another 88 days with it.
I don't think anybody that threw $100 in will be too bothered with what we do at this stage of the game. It's like everybody. This was over 40K. Whenever we were, when the creation, this was sitting over 40K. The hype was there. So I don't think anybody that at that stage was willing to throw $100 into the prize pool is going to care too much what we decide to do. But I don't know. I'd like to just get a game going and have a bit of fun with it anyway.
Well, let's put a vote up. Let's put a vote up in the brawl for going another 88-day cycle.
I did put a poll up in the Taurus Telegram for how many people to pay it, because we were allowing up to 200 people to enter. We only had 22 people enter, and we were going to pay it the top 30. So that kind of equates down to the top 3. And the vote in the Taurus chat was, will it pay out the top 1, the top 3, or the top 10? And the vote came in to pay out the top 3. So it was 3, no, it's top 3, 5, or 10, I think I put in. But the majority vote was to pay out the top 3 people. So
yeah, I picked 5 people, and it was 3 was the winning choice.
Yeah, it was. All right. So anything else you want to touch on what's going on with Taurus?
No, just super bullish on it. I mean, I think it's a good protocol. I think it just needs you to stick with the program, and that program is you can't make the quick flip. You gotta, but like I said, the stickiness is you have to commit more funds.
Yep. Okay. Right. Shrey is asking about is there going to be a link for the white paper? You're not actually sharing with the link yet, are you?
Sure. There's nothing. I've been working, wordsmithing it all day, looking for errors, typos, whatnot, and choosing the picture. And I think I'm done with it. If you find an error, fuck off. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. That's
no. pretty crude with my language. Apologize.
I think anybody tuning into this channel is pretty fucking used to crude language. I'm just gonna actually all right, let's pull up the white paper. Diamonds, oh diamonds.
That's the image I changed. It for some reason it hadn't updated. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, go
Diamonds
ahead.
on my mind. Diamonds on my mind. Drop the white paper in the mud.
Shout out to Young Stunners for making that video. Good work, man. Good work.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I'm dropping the link again in our Telegram. See if you can maybe clear that one out or clear your cache and reopen it.
Okay, 2 seconds there. No. You think I'm going to be? This is. Do you want to share yours?
Sure, I could do so.
All right, no sweat. I'll remove this. You can share. You can share. I don't want to be. Yeah, don't want to be giving out old information, Rich. Especially if you've been slaving all day updating. That's slim. Any community streams planned for the 28th? I think we do. Not 100% sure yet, Slim. Stay tuned. I'm sure there'll be announcements made on X over the coming weeks. Jake, question mark. We were calling Jake out a wee bit in the, what do you call that? The Titan X Freedom of Speech Telegram channel today. Peter was in. Peter has some really good takes. I don't know if you've seen his. We're not supposed to talk about BAM burns, but he posted an idea and they're burning 8% a week. Kind of like that suggestion.
Yeah, but, I saw that as well.
All right, let's get this up. Okay, see, before we even kick into it, do you want to give us an idea? Give us like a bit of a. This is sort of your baby here, Rich. You want to give us an idea of what we're aiming to do, where the thoughts for this protocol came from, what the plan is behind it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I've got some highlights here I want to get into to really kind of open that up. But I will say this. I started thinking about this project last year whenever Blaze launched and Inferno launched, and was looking at those payout pools. And I was just thinking, this felt good again. ETH rewards had come back. I mean, obviously when Titan X first came out, that was my favorite part of the Titan X protocol. It wasn't the inflation. It wasn't the Titan X token. It was the ETH payout. So I did what I could do to get as much Titan X in my hands and then stake it. And then here come Dragon X. And I was holy fuck mad. So I just, from that moment on, kind of think of how can we get ETH payouts back? We don't have this in this ecosystem. We have everything else, but that went away and it really had never come back. So that was the inspiration for this. And I kicked around some ideas for months, waited for the time to get a developer to go into it. And then, everything happens for a reason, and you need to let the natural flow of things develop. Because little did I know that we would reach this year, and then certain things would stack up, and then I would approach Utah about, hey, I'm trying to do this thing for Blaze. What do you think about it? And he looked at it. He was on board with thinking that's a good idea. And then the evolution of the Blaze team consolidating, and then you guys approaching me about that. And it just felt like a natural fit. And this project is really, it could be standalone completely as far as performing, but it's also indirectly going to benefit X28 as it's only paired with X28. And then it's built where it utilizes Blaze token as the primary token alongside ETH in order to mint diamonds.
Yeah, so we'll get into the nuts and bolts. But X28 controversial choice, some might say, to pair with X28. What's your thinking there?
It took me a while to get on board with it because I didn't see the support from Jake to support X28 beyond what he had already done. It took Utah quite a bit of time to convince me that it was a good decision. I mean, I didn't come along easily. I promise you that. It was a controversial topic for many months. In fact, I had an ETH pair planned with this as like an insurance plan to have two LPs, and then I finally was convinced to just drop that and just, hey, the hell with it. We're gonna make it or break it. We're gonna die trying. I figured with the ETH input and just pair them with X28, users could then frame their mind around getting the ETH payouts as a means for getting a return on investment, rather than trying to wait for your tokens to come out and then sell on the market and hope you make it. That's not going to be the best use of this protocol. Best use of the protocol will be to utilize the ETH payouts. They're there for a reason.
All right. Do you want to give us go through what the protocol highlights are there, Rich?
Yeah.
Can you enlarge it? Can you zoom in on that a little bit?
I definitely can.
Lovely.
So tell me what's comfortable.
Yep, looks good now.
I'll let you read it.
All right, let me post the. You want to drop the link in the chat there?
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, I got. See,
I already have. I dropped it in the chat.
I mean, I'll drop it in the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I don't think I'm able to.
Yep, there you go. You can copy and paste that, folks. All right. Protocol highlights. Diamonds was built to support the Blaze and X28 tokens on Ethereum simultaneously. At its core, while being able to function independently on its own, ensuring that value is not directed away from the protocol, thus promoting a harmonious existence. This protocol is designed mainly around the three Ethereum payout pools as the primary rewards distribution mechanisms. Each ETH payout pool operates independently of each other with its own entry requirements and rewards structure. I mean, there's so much to break down in that bullet point alone. But three reward pools that all work independently of each other is a pretty interesting dynamic in a project. Most protocols only have one way to earn. Some have maybe two. You've got three built into this, so going to be interesting to dig in deeper into that. By focusing on Ethereum payouts as a central reward system for participants, this helps reduce market sale pressure by creating a utility for the token itself while supporting a more balanced and sustainable long-term protocol design. The only liquidity pool will be with X28 on Ethereum. So where on earth do you want to start breaking that down?
I got him broken down, I think, in pages here. Token supply, token reduction and rewards, token staking and rewards, and then diamond mine ownership. So it just makes sense to flow with the way I have it put together here.
All right, let's go. Plus, if anybody has any questions along the way, pop them in the chat. Again, we have got 54 people watching at the minute. There is going to be real alpha in this stream tonight. We're adding utility, as you see Trey mentioning there, we're adding utility to a long-standing Titan X protocol. Blaze, apart from Inferno, that was built kind of, was paired with Blaze, but it never really did what we hoped it would to help Blaze. Inferno was the only protocol previously built kind of to help Blaze. This is completely different. So yeah. long-standing protocol within the ecosystem getting built on top of here. And this, I think you've got some really, really awesome features in here, Rich.
Cool. Yeah, I'd like to think so.
All right, supply creation.
My apologies. I set a phone down. It made a lot of noise.
All right, do you want to give us a rundown here?
Wait, where are you? I thought you was reading it.
No, I wasn't reading it. Do you want me to? You want me to?
Well, it's up to you. I mean, we could do that. It's not very long.
Yeah, I'll read through each of these bullet points, and then you can give us give us the highlights of what you think are the parts that are we want to dig down into. So, supply creation. Where on earth does diamonds come from? How does it get created? Mint ratio 1-to-1 blaze to diamonds. So 1 diamond equals 1 blaze. This cost split 50% blaze, 50% ETH. User has the choice to pay only in ETH and let the protocol buy blaze, or use blaze and ETH from your own supply. Example: 10 diamonds equals 10 blaze plus an equal value of the 10 blaze in ETH is that as the total cost. Miner schedule 100-day fixed duration from start. So when you start mining, you have a 100-day fixed duration from the start with early claims available. Accrue 1% of the miner per day until claimed. No penalties for late claims. Example: 10 days claim, forfeit 90%, receive 10%. Straightforward. Reading that out doesn't sound too straightforward. So tell us what you come along. You have to have blaze, but you only have to have ETH. But to mint, you technically need blaze and ETH. Do you want to explain that?
Yeah. So if it's only 1-to-1 ratio with blaze, so you have to match the value of that blaze that you put up in ETH in order to get that 1 diamond. So it's based on the 1-to-1 ratio, which means it'll never exceed the supply of blaze. Period. Never. If anything, it's going to reduce, and we'll explain that later. But it'll never be more diamonds than blaze. It's just impossible. So therefore, you need ETH as sort of a protocol fee, if you want to look at it that way, to mint the diamonds. And diamonds will always be at a premium value over blaze because of that, because the cost is half blaze and half ETH.
Yeah, it's a really interesting dynamic to get your head around. Whenever people are creating mining tokens, they can kind of come along and pick their own distribution numbers. But the fact that you've got this set, Blaze can own only 6,000 Blaze tokens come out every day at the minute, and that reduces over time. So you've kind of used the Blaze distribution method to cap the supply of diamonds.
Exactly. That was the main reason for utilizing Blaze, because it was an audited protocol that was already a year in existence, operating flawlessly. It could and the supply had already gone through its high point and was on the scale trending down per day inflation. It was the perfect protocol to use for a supply mechanism.
Yep. So participation, whenever you are creating, you come along, you have 100 Blaze in your wallet, which is going to be something like $60. Isn't it? Something like that. Anyway, $60 worth of Blaze, and you got to put $60 worth of Ethereum in on top of that. What happens then?
You have to wait 100 days to get that supply of diamonds.
So everybody that comes in to participate to create their own diamonds or to mine their diamonds, they basically have a fixed term of 100 days to wait to get their tokens, but you can early claim.
Yes, with 1% earning, you earn 1% of your position per day.
Okay, so does that mean if you're putting in 100 Blaze and you're looking to get 100 diamonds, does that mean if you early claim on day one, you only get 1 diamond?
That's right. However, you can't judge it yet. You have to wait and see why that makes sense.
You
You'll
know,
figure out later on in the white paper, you'll see why that matters.
okay, it's pretty damn awesome. I just think, okay, so the using Blaze to cap the supply of this token is one. I love that feature. The 100-day fixed duration, the fact that if you come in, you've got to wait 100 days, but you can claim early at any time, but you're giving up potentially a hell of a lot of the supply that you would wait for. Another nice touch.
Yep. Do we think we do? Do we think the supply is pretty clear now? The distribution.
If there's any questions in the chat, pop them in. I think it is pretty. So, I mean, technically, if you if we look at holders of Blaze, sorry, I could rather kind of talk about each point as we go rather than skimming through it quickly. But if you imagine to have 1% of the Blaze supply at the minute, don't quote me on this, but call it 25,000 tokens would be about 1% of the supply of Blaze. 25,000. So if you had, say you wanted to use 5,000 Blaze to put up, just explain exactly how that would work.
Well, if you went to the deck screener and looked at how much Blaze would cost you for 5,000 diamonds, Blaze today. In fact, I bought a little bit today, and I think I spent $300 to get about 5,000 tokens.
Yeah.
So I would need to take that and $300 worth of Ethereum to mint 300 or 5,000 diamonds, and I have to wait 100 days to get those. But here's the important part that I haven't mentioned yet, and this is why it matters. You got to imagine if all the supply of diamonds has to wait 100 days, with the exception of who decides to early claim, the only supply available of diamonds will be what starts on day one forming the LP. And once the LP is formed, that's it. That's what's available. And so it's not going to have any more available until somebody decides to claim theirs. So it's very limited. So can you imagine 3 months of time with a buy and burn happening, with a liquidity injection happening, which is buying diamonds off the market and then putting it in a liquidity pair? That's the only supply you can get, is buying off the market. So sooner or later, the ROI is going to start screaming higher because there's no supply to be had. And then that's going to tempt people to leave their position and leave 90% behind to take 10%. And they're going to be in profit, so they don't care.
So, and again, then, so if they say they have put in 5,000, they've put in 5,000 Blaze to get 5,000 diamonds. The diamonds don't come onto the market. Those 5,000 diamonds don't come onto the market for 100 days. But if they claim after 10 days, they will get a tenth of that. So they'll get 50, and there'll be 450 that they kind of sacrifice. And we'll get into that. Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later. So I think that's pretty clear on how to create. Sorry, one important thing with the creation, if you don't have any Blaze, you can just come in with Ethereum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain how that
is designed to buy the Blaze for you to get your equal amount to meet the 50-50 criteria. And once that's achieved, you will get the amount of diamonds you were set out to mint. Well, you will not get them. You will start the mint process for that.
So the ETH market price.
This is just the easy button. The ETH is just so you don't have to worry about the Blaze. You just show up with your ETH, you start the miner, and you wait the 100 days.
Sray, shut up, Sray. Let us get to that. Get to that. He's already read through the whole white paper. He's asking questions about the end. All right, liquidity injection, Rich. Let's go down and have a look at liquidity injection. So we know when this protocol launches, you can come in and how to mint or create or mine your diamonds. What happens? What's the liquidity injection? Okay, let's see. Liquidity mechanics for diamonds. 60% of all the ETH that comes in from mining is dedicated to building the Diamond X28 LP. Through separate public callable functions, the ETH buys Titan X, buys X28, or mints X28 if the ratio is 1-to-1 or above, then buys diamonds from the liquidity pool and adds to the same liquidity pool in equal amounts. This buy and add liquidity mechanism has a circuit breaker function, which is designed to support the diamond's token price long term. While not just running all the time, it automatically shuts off once the ROI is above the set threshold and will again automatically become usable again once it falls below that same threshold. Okay, we're covering quite a lot in this point, in this section here, Rich. The buy and add liquidity can never be disabled. However, the interval and the amount can be adjusted within certain parameters via admin functions. Okay, so 60% of all the ETH. This isn't the blaze that comes in. This is the ETH that comes in. Is used in this way. Yeah.
That's correct. It's the other half of the cost. This the ETH side.
Okay, so, and it's important to kind of just get your head around this. 60% of all the ETH that comes in is technically 30% of a person's input, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Because the ETH is matched with Blaze.
Correct.
Okay. I hope that makes sense to people. All right. Do you want to pick the next point and just explain it in a bit more detail? Separate public callable function. ETH buys Titan X buys X28.
Yeah, this is really to support X28. So if the ratio is already 1-to-1, we will buy the ETH with Titan X, and then we will go through and mint X28. If it's still below 1-to-1 ratio, we will buy the X28 with the Titan X and then buy the diamonds and take half of that position and send both halves to the LP.
Okay, so the idea here is that every time, I suppose every time somebody participates in the protocol, a large chunk of that is just going to be taken to thicken the liquidity pool. Yeah,
that's correct. Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry. Are you thinking then that, for example, if you have 100 days where people are waiting to claim, some people may claim early, but over time you get a thicker liquidity pool, helps support the price a lot more. Whereas if people just had tokens immediately and you weren't injecting liquidity over time.
Yeah, that was the reason for the circuit breaker. So let's just imagine if we're over 100% ROI, there's no reason to use the circuit, the liquidity add. It's fine to stay at 100% ROI until somebody sells. And once it sells and goes below that threshold, then the circuit breaker kicks on and allows you to do the liquidity add functions again.
Okay, explain that a little bit more, how that circuit breaker works and the exact mechanics behind it.
Okay, so day one, we have 0 ROI on the chart. We formed a liquidity unless if a sniper bot comes in and he hits this thing first, which he most likely will, he's going to ramp it over 100% ROI and he shuts off the circuit breaker. It doesn't sit there and use where somebody could manipulate it or come in there and work it. So he's waiting for somebody else to come in behind him and buy up after him so he could take profits on them. Well, hopefully nobody buys after him if a sniper comes in and he gets to say, oh shit, this one ain't going to work. It's now 30 minutes. I need to get out of here. Well, whatever their parameters are, they sell off eventually and leave the system, and the sniper job is already come and gone. And so there, we don't know where the price will be. If he drops it below the 100% ROI, if that's the threshold, then it will kick on, and now users can come in and call the buttons and bring it back over that threshold.
And there's admin keys to change the amount that it kicks in and out at?
Yes, it has to be, because we need to be able to monitor real life situations and not find ourselves in a problem like Blaze and Inferno had.
Which were?
Yeah, I can't expound on them as much as you guys probably could, but I mean, somebody sat there and botted the Inferno buy and burn constantly, until it bled out.
Yep.
And y'all had no way to stop it or to throttle it. It was what it was, right?
Yep, and again, like that's a massive learning curve, and as a builder of the importance of full DeFi sounds good, fully decentralized, no admin keys sounds good, until it's not. Basically, is the reality there. A little bit of trust in the founders, builders, to be able to tweak the important mechanisms. Again, mentioning cryptographics did a great job, in my opinion, with the admin keys that he built into Taurus. He made great decisions, as I think you have here as well, in what you can and can't have an effect on.
Yeah, and here's an important point right here. It will never be shut off. It will never, if I can repeat that 10,000 times, it will never be shut off.
Do you want to repeat that? Sorry.
I want to make that fucking clear.
All right, that's a good little chance to bring Utah into the chat. How's it going, Utah? Nice PFP you've got there. If anybody doesn't recognize the little logo there, that is Utah Crypto's new PFP.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and take some more jabs at it like you have been all fucking day?
Looks like you got some. Looks like you got some kid to draw a donut.
Hey, hey, I'm doing what I can over here, bro. Okay. God damn it. Oh my God.
I don't know. I mean, looks like I don't know, like a bit of a turd as well.
You don't like it, man. You don't like it. I guess because you probably don't recognize what it is.
Yeah.
So that's on our license plates. That's what we have. That's the delicate arch from one of the national parks down here,
which nobody outside Utah knows. But I'm only shitting you, man. I knew exactly what it was when I seen it.
Oh, shut the fuck up, then. So, what is that? A rock, Utah? Now, Sheree wants to chime in. You motherfuckers. Well, I tell you one thing. I've got too many protocols. So when I bounce back and forth between protocols, it's like, fuck all this, man. I just got to come up with something universal. So, yeah, good to be here. I'm done now with the crack, right? We got to bring the crack back.
That's it, exactly. Jeez, it's pretty grim out there at the minute. So
my God, yeah, it is. It's pretty ugly out there, but man, I really think things are going to turn around. I mean, I just feel like, can you just kind of feel it like bubbling under the surface?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've started to feel that. I've started to feel that. It's like, even was saying at the start of the stream, with some long-term holders and people messaging me, long-term holders saying that they feel like just capitulating, can't take it any longer, and they've probably felt like that many times, but to actually come out and say it, I think that's a pretty strong signal that it's got to be close to the final capitulation. Because I've seen posts on the Richard Hart moving money about, and nobody even the pulse. Usually, whenever Ricky Hart moves some money, big chunks of money around, it does have an effect on the price. I don't even think anybody cares anymore. It's like we've been tricked so many times by something's happening, quick, buy a little bit extra. And every pump just gets sold back down again. So I don't even think that's working anymore. Feels like another sign to me that the bottom's in.
Yeah, and I didn't mean to derail you guys from the white paper here.
Yeah, all good.
I didn't even want to hop on because I felt like three's a crowd. So
you're good. You're good. We just we do need to get through it so others on the call can consume it.
For sure. So I'll just stand back now. I'm done taking my lashings and giving mine. I'll just
get the fuck out of here, donut boy.
Turd boy. Fucking donut turd boy.
Yeah. Right, Rich. just enlarge that a little bit so I can read it. Not that much, fuck. Diamond supply reduction features. All right, so like everything, I suppose, in the Titan X ecosystem, we want to have a protocol that is reducing in supply, deflationary protocols. Diamond supply reduction features. There are 3 separate mechanisms within Diamond's protocol to reduce the diamond supply. 1, the diamond exchange. Users crush diamonds for ETH in weekly competitions. 2, diamond crusher. 100% of the ETH received into the crusher is used to crush diamonds, and the diamond vault crush bonus for staking share rate increase. Okay, technically, you need to dig into the protocol to understand what they are. They all sound kind of similar, but they're all designed to crush. There's no bam burns here. We crush the fuck out of diamonds. So
I just want to point out there's two of these bullet points or these numbers here on this page, and the third one will be on the next page when we get to it.
all right. Well, we'll talk about each one of these in a little bit of detail, Rich, before we move on to the next, just so we can get a good understanding of what each is. All right,
Right.
we've got 70 people watching now. I was saying that before, but look, a lot of people aren't paying any attention. There's alpha here. Knowing what's going on in this protocol, we've got other things to talk about afterwards, sort of some giveaways and things. There's some real alpha here on the stream tonight. So yeah, pay attention on this one. People are sleeping on Blaze, and hopefully when they see what we've got coming here with diamonds, they can wake the fuck up.
Yeah, so I just listed the summary up here of these 3 items. Let's go ahead and dig right into the Diamond Exchange.
Diamond Exchange is a weekly competition for ETH payouts. Who doesn't love an ETH payout? Where users crush their diamonds for a share of the weekly ETH payout pool. 20% of all the ETH that comes in for mints is sent to the Diamond Exchange to be competed for each week. Participants earn a share rate based on the amount of diamonds crushed in relation to others. Users are forfeiting their diamonds in that exchange, and it clears out every 7 days, pays out all of the ETH, and starts over. No users starts a new weekly diamond exchange competition with the position from the previous week. So these diamond exchange competitions are basically one and done every week. It's a brand new competition every single week for the ETH that's in there. Okay, Rich, do you want to give us a bit of a breakdown on that?
Yep. I'd like to ask you, where do you think that diamonds are coming from
What diamonds?
that you would bring to the exchange?
I don't know.
Think.
I can't
If you don't have diamonds, where you got to go to get them?
buy them.
Exactly. For 100 days, remember, they're stuck. The supply is stuck 100 days out. The only supply available is in the deck screener. You have to buy them. So this ETH will be piling up every week into this bucket, this pool. And if you want a piece of that, after you look in there and there's 10 ETH in there and nobody's vying for it, I think somebody's going to go buy some diamonds and stick in here, right?
Yep.
That's the point of this diamond exchange.
Or they're going to
Fucking
have to claim.
He teed me up nicely there, didn't he? Like,
Or they have to claim, right? That would be the other way. Claim whatever you minted. If it's only 10 days running, maybe it's in profit. Maybe there's enough ETH there. It's more than what you spent on the miner. So you claim the son of a gun, put it in the exchange, get your ETH, and yeah, go back in.
go back into the system
Mm-hmm.
or run for the hills. I got some profit. Woo!
Yep. And those tokens will never hit the market again.
That's right. That's
You're
why. Yeah, that's why this is beautiful. There will never be a diamond supply greater than the Blaze supply, and it's already 6,000 a day.
All
If
right,
you
so
did
you
100 people a day, that's do the math.
So you think of your 5,000, and you've got your 5,000 Blaze. You're waiting on your 5,000 diamonds after 100 days, and you see that there's a chance there to get some profit out of the diamond exchange. You can go in with you can early claim, and say it's after 10 days, those 450 diamonds, you're forfeiting those to potentially go into the diamond exchange and throw your 50 diamonds in there and get a share of that ETH pool for that week.
Yeah, I mean, it will be a competition, so you'll be waiting to the last minute to see what others got, but you'll be motivated to be part of it. Let's just say it that way.
Okay, I think that's pretty clear. Anything else you need to touch on that one?
I think it's clear. That's one of the most simplest forms of. That's one of the ETH payouts, by the way. Obviously.
Mm-hmm. So that's just a weekly little game within the system, if you want to call it that.
Right.
Okay, Diamond Crusher. 100% of ETH proceeds from the diamond certificate sales. Okay, diamonds are. Well,
that's a little bit later.
Yeah, we'll explain a little bit later what that is. But 100% of the ETH proceeds from diamond certificate sales and 20% of the incoming ETH from the Blaze protocol stake. Through separate callable functions, we'll buy TITAN X, buy same function, buy TITAN X, either buy or mint X28, and then buy diamonds and crush them. So this is kind of like a buy and burn, Rich.
It is. This would be akin to a buy and burn, and it works identically like the buy and build or the buy and add liquidity functions.
Okay. This buy and crush mechanism has a circuit breaker function, which is designed to support diamonds price long term. While not running all the time, it automatically shuts off once the ROI is above the set threshold and will automatically become usable again. Okay, so same thing going on here.
That's right. The buy and crush, just like the buy and burn, it will never be disabled. Same thing. So if you think about it so far, you've got completely burning or crushing diamonds here. They're going forever. You got diamonds being crushed and gone forever here. That's two mechanisms so far where you're reducing the supply that's already starting low. And then we'll go into the staking. Unless you had more questions about the crusher.
If we can just quickly go back up. Just want to touch on something quickly.
For the crusher?
Yeah, the previous one, yeah. So the crusher, the crusher, aka ban burn, not the ban burn.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it up for me there. 100% of the ETH from the diamond certificate sales. Okay, so just quickly mention what that is. Well, not do there is. Do you want to just show people know
I can tell I should have put this at the back of the document because we would have already covered those. But let's go over to it because that's to be the best way. Let's just go ahead and cover this part. That way, the questions that you want to hear about will be in this document.
Okay, and then we'll go back to the third burning, crushing.
I'll reorganize that at a later point.
Okay, just before we crack into that, we'll just take a quick intermission.
Diamonds on my mind. Diamonds on my mind. Drop the white paper in the mud.
Okay, so we can see what's going on with creating diamonds. We can see that there are reward pools, and there are three different ways of crushing diamonds and getting the supply gone. What are we looking at here then? Diamond mine ownership. Own a piece of the diamond mine via diamond mine certificate NFTs. Holders of diamond certificates NFTs earn ETH rewards. Diamond certificates provide exclusive access to the 28-day recurring cycle payout pool. Okay, so we've got a 28-day pool. Sorry, can you make it a little bit bigger there, Rich? Can you? It's a little bit. Maybe I should actually make my screen bigger. May help. Each diamond certificate represents one share of ownership in the diamond mine. Example, 100 diamond certificates owned by users, then each share is 1% of the payout pool. Cost of each diamond certificate will be 0.014 ETH at launch of the NFT contract in October 22nd. That's not far away.
15 days away.
15 days. We kick this motherfucker off. And will increase to 0.28 ETH on November the 11th, 2025, and remain there forevermore. So these diamond certificate NFTs are on a fire sale to begin. What's that? 2 weeks? 2 weeks that they are half price.
That's correct.
Okay.
Well,
the purpose
is that 20 days actually? I think that's 8 and 11, 19 days. Actually, there's 31 days in this month, so it's 20 days that they'll be on sale.
The purpose of the early release diamond certificate sales are for community building purposes, as well as building up the diamond crusher pool prior to the main protocol launch. 80% of the blaze that is taken in for mining is then staked by the diamonds protocol via public callable functions into the blaze protocol staking. This staking is excluded from the 888-day blaze diamond hand club payout pool. This is done for 3 reasons: to support the price of diamonds and blaze simultaneously, since this increases the demand of the blaze token, which is required to mint diamonds. Okay, really nice way of leveraging the two protocols together. To support the blaze daily auctions, which generates ETH payouts for all existing blaze holders, as well as the diamond certificate holders in the process. To aggressively remove blaze circulating supply, since blaze inflation is already at a very low rate and reducing daily, then by default diamonds inflation is capped to that of the blaze daily inflation. Factor in forfeiting of diamonds from early claims of mints, additional diamond crushing from stake bonuses and from the diamond crusher itself. Then you can imagine that there will be an extremely low rate of demand of diamond inflation that will never exceed the blaze supply. Okay, sorry. Let's go back up a little second there, Rich. Okay, so before the protocol launches, you can come in and buy. So staking within the protocol is in the diamond mine ownership technically, yes?
Staking is separate from the diamond certificates. On the diamonds side of things, the diamond certificates has a payout that comes from blaze staking, from the protocol staking in the blaze protocol, from the diamonds protocol staking in the blaze. Essentially, we have to do something with the blaze that's taken in from minting, right? So rather than give it to the users or burn it, we decided to place a stake in the blaze protocol, use the ETH rewards from that to reward users who are benefiting both blaze and the diamonds system.
Okay, so 80% of the blaze. You see, you mentioned publicly callable functions here and stuff. So 80% of the blaze that comes in gets staked in the blaze protocol to earn ETH.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure that's clear.
28-day payout, recurring payout pools right here.
Okay, so you're holding diamond certificates every 28 days. There's a recurring payout.
Yeah, because the blaze has payouts every 8 days, right? So you'll have 3 of those built up into this pool by the time this comes around. And then when the 88-day comes, whenever that would hit, it would be one of these 28-day cycles. Then you have the 288 that hits, it would be within one of these cycles. This is excluding, you will not, wait a minute, almost said something wrong. Yeah. I got ahead of myself there. I want to stop there. Basically, this 28-day recurring payout pool will capture all the payouts that Blaze protocol is paying out, except for the 888-day pool, the Diamond Hand Club. You have to
Yep.
have special criteria to get into that.
Okay. Going down.
Where? How far?
Yeah, to the next section.
This is the last section. I know it's been long for everyone, but we can go back to staking to go back to. We didn't cover that yet, but after this is the last section of the paper.
Okay, so you're getting your minting NFTs, minting and buying NFTs. Um, there's a mechanism, obviously, if people watching understand the Blaze protocol and the 888-day payout pool, there is about $600,000 worth of Ethereum in a payout pool that was locked on day 365 of the Blaze protocol. Now, whenever Blaze launched, the criteria for getting into that Diamond Hand Club was max staking 4,000 Blaze tokens or minting 28 NFTs. But at the time of launching the Blaze protocol, we didn't actually enable any NFTs. We were always saving that for something to add to the protocol at a later date. And Diamonds is utilizing that function to, you imagine where the day 365 pool closed a couple of months ago, so nobody has access anymore to that $600,000 payout pool except the people who got in before day 365 through this protocol, trying to increase the participation in Blaze. That pumps all the Blaze reward pools, but there's a bonus within the Diamonds protocol that if you do mint and hold 28 of these diamond certificates, that will enable you to get a ticket into the Blaze 888 paid pool. Correct?
Yeah, well said. Well said. Yep, that was. I can't add anything to that.
Okay, so do I need to read this or does that make sense?
I think we should read it since we read everything else.
All right, good. So bonus unlock, ultra exclusive access. Woo! Ultra exclusive. Blaze Diamond Hand Club. Exclusive access is achievable only once a user obtains 28 diamond certificates in the Diamond Protocol. Key clarification. The Blaze Diamond Hand Club is a separate payout pool within the Blaze Protocol. So it's not even a payout pool within Diamonds. It's a payout pool in Blaze on the Ethereum blockchain. This is a bonus unlock only eligible to diamond certificate holders. To be eligible, the user needs to personally mint, not buy off market, and currently hold 28 separate diamond certificates from the Diamonds protocol to gain a Blaze Diamond Hand Club ticket. The 28 quota is specific to the day 888 Diamond Hand Club pool on the Blaze protocol. That sounds like a word salad, but I hope it's pretty clear.
Yeah, I think you got to hit some words but you ended well.
Yeah, there are currently 455 tickets in the Blaze Diamond Hand Club, ensuring just under 127 each. So it's 575K of dollar value at this minute in time. We expect to significantly increase the size of that payout pool through the direct demand placed on Blaze auctions through daily competition for the Blaze tokens, which will be needed forever in the Diamonds protocol. So Diamonds built on top of Blaze needs Blaze to enter the system. Obviously, then that is creating demand on the daily auctions for Blaze, thus hopefully pumping those payout pools. And it's kind of like leverage on leverage.
Yeah, and I would just like to say I'm a prominent Blaze staker. So the last thing I wanted to see is any protocols diluting me through that day 365 cutoff window. So this protocol we feel is going to significantly increase the current ETH payouts through the demand of the auctions. And if we weren't coming to do this, I don't see how that ETH would be increasing at this point. So we feel strongly that this protocol will benefit all Blaze holders, plus it will independently stand on its own for people who don't care about anything to do with the Blaze protocol. They could benefit completely through Diamonds.
Yeah, I mean that was always a mass. Okay, so Blaze is we mentioned before about things being fully decentralized. Blaze is a fully decentralized protocol. There are literally from it launched no admin keys for anything in it. It's been running flawlessly for well over a year now. Really, really well designed protocol. Just needs a little bit of love, which we're giving it by adding diamonds on top of it. But this feature was added in at the start. It was audited with everything else. It's always been there. There is what's called a diamond hand wrapper NFT contract. So once the diamond certificate NFT protocol is created, we can use the old Blaze wrapper to kind of tie that into that 888 day payout pool. But what we were always there was always a big consideration for this pool or for this feature to make sure that we didn't dilute the because we could literally have done anything with this wrapper and this 28 NFT function. We could literally have done anything to to allow people to get their hands on 28 NFTs, but you've come up with a great way that it benefits anybody that's in there already rather than diluting them. That was always the hard thing to figure out how to do it. And I think you've done that pretty damn well.
Well, it was a collaboration, but thank you.
just take all the credit.
This
Okay.
is the staking if we wanted to get that covered, and then we could close that for questions and go on to the NFC certificate campaign.
I can't see that.
Mhm.
Let's see. Okay, so the Diamond Vault. This was the third payout pool, yeah?
That's right.
Okay, so stake diamonds in the Diamond Vault for ETH and Blaze token rewards. 12% of all the ETH and 12% of all the Blaze that comes in from the diamond mining are sent to the Diamond Vault for staking rewards. Okay, so you had mentioned there that the diamond certificates is separate. That's another separate payout pool. This is the actual staking in the diamonds protocol. Payout pools, 60% of the rewards are paid on day 88, and 40% of the rewards are paid on day 288 and will be on repeating cycles. Duration minimum stake is 88 days and maximum stake is 888 days. Additional stake share rate can be increased with a longer stake duration. So bonuses, the longer you lock, the bigger your share rate is. Also, additional stake share rate can be further increased via the crush bonus, which is a bonus that can be achieved from choosing to crush additional diamonds on top of the staked amount. These crush bonus diamonds are forfeited and crushed, further reducing supply. Claiming no late claim penalties. Claim whenever you want.
Yeah, and this table here, we don't have to go over it, but we can glance at it. It just basically breaks down examples of if people burned and crushed, the bonuses that they would get, their share rate bonuses.
Okay, so you've staked 100 diamonds, to max stake, 100 shares, no bonus. If you crush 50 diamonds on top of that, you get a 50% bonus. It's pretty.
Yeah, I was looking for this thing to scroll, but it won't.
Pretty big bonuses if you crush more diamonds on top of your stake.
Yeah, that's the point. We looked for ways for people to crush more diamonds, to get rid of more diamonds, because the benefit of doing that, reducing supply.
Yep.
Yeah, I recommend everyone go to the white paper to kind of look this part over. I don't really want to get into explaining the entire whatever you call it table here.
No, I think there's enough going on here in this stream tonight. We don't need to dig deep into that. We're going to be covering this a lot on the channel, and on X and stuff as well. So we will be discussing all these things in more detail over the coming weeks.
Yeah. So
Where did you get the inspiration for the crusher or the?
I think Utah.
No, sorry, the bonus. Sorry, I didn't mean the crusher. I mean the bonus. The crushing diamonds on top of your steak to get the bonuses.
I think a little birdie in our ear. I can't give the name.
Sorry, there was one thing we didn't cover. Rich, can you bring it back up again, or is it gone?
I can bring it back up. Let me see.
Yeah, there was one thing we didn't cover. Was that the third way of crushing diamonds?
Oh wait, 1 second. Which one was that? It's pretty easily categorized here on the left. Supply reduction.
Yep.
I think we got cut short there.
Go down. Diamond crusher. That was on the next page. Oh no, that was no. We covered both of those, didn't we? And then
We
the
did.
third way, the third way to crush, we covered at the end there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
Let's see. Want to go back to the summary? We covered the exchange, the crusher, and the vault was the staking.
Vault. Yeah, the vault. So the vault crush bonus for staking. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we covered everything there.
Yeah, these are 3 very aggressive token reduction strategies here. And while reducing the supply, you're also getting rewarded for doing so. You're getting paid in ETH for sacrificing your diamonds there. The crusher is taking ETH from the sales of the NFTs and using 100% of that to crush the diamonds. It's not split up. So I mean, it's pretty aggressive, really, if you think about that. And then the vault, the crushing, that's user voluntarily selecting a bonus. So whatever they put up in diamonds to get that extra bonus, those diamonds don't come back to them. They're crushed, gone. They will get their original stake amount back at the end of this max term staking or whatever they chose, but they don't get those crushed ones back. So those are forever gone.
There could be a lot of competition in that pool to crush for bonuses.
Yeah, I like all aspects of this project, actually. I love the fact that you can get NFTs. You don't have to have 28. If you just happen to get 28, then you become eligible for Blaze Diamond Hand Club. But if you don't reach there, you don't have to. You could have 4 and be happy with that. And you'll be getting ETH payouts every 28 days from all that the protocol is staking on your behalf. That's why it's called ownership.
Yeah, all right. I just want to bring up a comment here real quick. Complex protocol. Hopefully the normies understand it. I mean, this is the first time we've talked about it publicly. So we can hone in on the messaging of this. The more we talk about it, it really is not, again, when you read through the white paper like that, reading words, lines, and trying to explain, so hitting people with so many numbers, one after the other, without the flow diagram, it can definitely sound quite complicated.
Yeah, I will say it's a good point. I actually have plans to have a diagram put together by who. And if he has time, we'll get it added to the white paper so that it will help show. And we'll have a stream as well going over the diagram.
Yeah, I mean that obviously, like anything, we didn't want to actually divulge absolutely everything here tonight. We just wanted to. We've been working on this protocol, talking about it behind closed doors for so long that we just decided, you know what, it's time to get it out, time to get it start talking about it publicly. So even your TL draw diagram, Rich, to be honest, I don't want to bring it up tonight. We've covered enough, but your TL draw does paint a pretty simple picture of the protocol. Yes, it'll probably be going to be simplified a little bit further, but I do believe that this protocol even has an Ethereum easy button. You used to go on about E280 being the easy button for Titan X, being able to just click and get a piece of all the action. Well, the use Ethereum button on this is all you need. You don't need to worry about having Blaze, acquiring Blaze. If you want to keep this thing real simple, you can literally just come in with Ethereum and participate, and that's going to run through do all the necessary work for you.
Yeah, I would like to say too, we hadn't even talked about the UI, the website design. That is going to bring a lot of light to usability, user-friendly stats, data available, everything you need to be able to make a decision on what you want to do. You'll see ROIs. It's going to be very, I think, pleasant. So anyway.
Yeah, I mean, to touch on that, that complex protocol, again, it is complex, but the way you've worked with the UI, all these different things that you can do in this protocol are not just going to be in your face. You're going to have a nice overview of everything. Everything's going to be nice and clear and concise. You can see the vault, the mine, all the different things. And when you click on each one, that will take you into a page, and you can participate in the different functions clearly and easily on separate pages in the DApp, correct?
That's correct. And
Yeah.
for the stats page, there'll be 3 separate tabs so that you'll have broken down stats and all the things you love to see. Keep in mind, I've invested in all 40 projects. I know what I want to see in a project. So I put a lot of thought into that, and I've had help with Utah and some others. So we feel like we've tried to cover everything that users want to see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a visual learner as well. I prefer to see, if I see a diagram, that just breaks things down so much simpler. But what actually makes things even easier again is once you see the DApp, we'll obviously have, before this thing launches, we'll have public run-throughs on the DApp of how to use it, how to participate. And usually, I mean, take it right back to whenever Titan X was launching. You could talk for hours about all the stats, facts, figures in Titan X and how it launched. It all sounded very, very complicated until you seen the DApp, and it was like, okay, mine. Select this slider and away you go. So yeah, we'll definitely be having this thing nice and simple to use, and all the functions very, very clear.
Yes, I think so. And I really have to give a lot of credit to Dude. I asked Dude to help with this. We have a pretty good relationship, and we worked through all the protocols that I've been involved in thus far, have been with Dude. So he's got a good head on his shoulders, and yeah, he's helped us a lot on this.
Okay. So you drop the date in there, 22nd of October. You can start collecting diamond certificate NFTs.
Yeah, or you could join the campaign and win one of those.
Oh, I actually completely forgot about that. You're teeing me up here. You think we rehearsed this?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely fumbled.
All right, let me find. Okay, so 22nd of October, we are kicking off the minting of diamond certificate NFTs. That's only 2 weeks away, folks. In the run up to that, go ahead, Rich. You want to mention something about there while I find the Twitter post?
Let's let Utah talk. He's probably got something to say.
Yeah. So what I love about this protocol is that there is game theory and there's different ways to play it, but it's also really simple if you want it to be. You don't have to, play every angle of this protocol. If you want, all you have to do is mint, and that's it. Just let it become, let your miners mature and, do what you want, or you can just stake. It's very simple if you want it to be, but there's a lot of different, there's something for everybody. So that's what I like.
Yeah, speaking on that, I would like to see what those complex, if somebody does find it complex, so that we could better explain that through next time. And I will reorganize the paper so it flows better. It was obvious that the certificates needed to flow before we got into the crusher. And
I think the main thing is that it's there's just a lot of different angles to play it. It's not really complex. It just has a lot of different ways that you can play it and a lot of moving parts. And so, yeah, when you see it on paper and you hear a run through like this, it can be overwhelming, but it's really not complex. Oh, and on a side note, X28's getting freaking pummeled right now. So if you want to buy some, you can get like a billion for like $83.
Jeez. What
Yeah.
happened?
Somebody's dumping the shit out of it. So load up.
30% down today. Holy shit. Half price on Titan X right now. What? What?
Yep.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. Get
No.
it.
$80 a billion, Utah.
Yeah. Yeah. $80. Let's go.
Insane. What was I doing there? Oh yeah, sorry. Let's find this. Okay, so 22nd of October, the Diamond Certificates NFT mint opens up. There will be a giveaway. Now, there's quite a bit to this. There's real value behind these NFTs to begin. That's why I wanted to bring that up. You know, a Diamond Certificate NFT will cost 0.14 ETH. I should have looked. How much is that worth at the minute, Rich?
I'll calculate it. It was probably $80 or $90 at the moment.
80 or $90. Okay. And that will double in price when the protocol, hopefully when the protocol kicks off around the 11th of November. So the reason I'm showing that is that there's real value initially in these NFTs.
I stand to be corrected. That's $65 if at a 4,600 ETH price.
Okay, so $65 a piece, doubling to $125. Okay, so there's going to be 28 of these NFTs available before the protocol launches. We are giving away, there's 28 minted by the protocol to use as giveaways. This was an idea built in to help build, build the community, build a little bit of early hype. So there's a giveaway for 28 of these NFTs, but you've got to work for them. You've got to work for them. So to get your hands on one of these Diamond Certificates, the qualification criteria. Okay, time duration. Last day to qualify is the 21st. So the day before the minting opens on the 22nd is the last day to claim potentially one of these. Now, these are first come, first served. These 28 NFTs are first come, first served. We will be watching to see if anybody's trying to do multiple entries. We'll be keeping.
Let me say something quick. The reason this has a deadline is because this is a one-time event. This once we launch the NFTs, no more can be minted that way.
Yep. Okay, qualification criteria. This is posted on my X feed. Did you get it out on the Blaze page yet, Utah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so visit buildify.win, follow buildify.win, and join the Buildify Telegram and launch a token paired with diamonds, excuse me, on the testnet website. So you're having to work to get your hands on one of these, but everything that you do, you are learning and participating. Do you want to read through this, Rich?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Image used for the token must be a diamond narrative and different from the other uses. You have to have at least 3 advanced features used. Use the Buildify test website socials link for the X and share your token launch, and tag the Blaze 3 win X handle in the post. Join the Blaze Telegram if you're not already in it, and it's listed. It could be found on the Blaze X handle. Provide a wallet that you want the diamond certificate sent to. I would recommend this to be a different wallet than your testnet wallet, because this will count towards your 28 if you're trying to go into the Diamond Hand Club of the Blaze protocol. So this will be your first one if you want to collect 28. That's why I say use the wallet you want to use in the protocol. Tag 3 friends with the Blaze 3 handle, and the rest is just the diamond certificates will be sent out to qualify wallets on 10/22. Once we launch the protocol, at that moment, when that one-time event kicks out, I need to have all wallet addresses so that all 28 get sent to the whoever provided that address, whoever qualified. Value of the NFTs or whatever, we already covered that. And the NFTs can be transferred. We don't recommend that, but it can be. I say I don't recommend because if you're trying to collect 28, if you send it to someone, that person will not be able to count it as theirs. The fact that we use your wallet address when we launch it, it gives you credit for that first one.
Okay. If anybody has any questions about that, yeah, come on into the Blaze Telegram chat and ask in there. You'll probably cover that in the Buildify. There might be people pop into Buildify to pop into Buildify to find out how to do this, because there's quite a lot. There's a bit of work here that you've got to do. All work that I recommend doing. Learning how to use Buildify, how to launch your own tokens, playing around with the functions on there, is good work for whenever that thing launches as well. So,
here's the important reason for this. One, you get to learn Buildify. Two, Buildify is going to launch soon, within a month, probably. We're concluding the first audits now, and we're approaching the second audit maybe next week, more than likely. Anyway, the point is, Diamonds has a launch already there. You could get in there and learn how to do that, because when Buildify does launch and Diamonds does launch, this is another form of community building we can do to burn the Diamonds token, which further decreases supply.
Yep.
So there's a reason for doing this.
Okay, so if you have any questions about this, reach out to me or Utah or Rich in the Telegram, or even in the Buildify.win Telegram channel, and get to work and get your hands on one of those free 28 NFTs.
Yeah, they're aware of this in the Buildify Telegram, and also I'm also there, so we are aware of this campaign coming on, and we're ready to help.
All right, awesome. Okay, that was I can't believe we've been going for an hour and a half already. That was pretty intense. I haven't concentrated that much on the stream in months and months.
Well, hopefully everyone else enjoys this protocol as much as we are hopeful for it. I don't feel this is a drain on the ecosystem. I feel this is a positive. I know some people are tired and lost a lot of drive or energy to participate in these protocols, but I hope you can see within this one that we're aiming to give back to the users.
Yep. Utah, anything you want to add there?
Nope. There will be a lot more information coming out, during this run up. We just want to get everybody familiar with it. And like I said, I feel like something's bubbling under the surface here. I really do. And I'm scooping up on that X28.
Let's see.
He's got a lot and he's still dumping, so
Holy shit.
yeah.
Half price on TITAN X. Is that a all-time low? Not quite. Sorry, I thought it was sharing my screen there. Let's get that back up on the stage. Look at this. What?
Yeah, pull it up on a 1 hour.
On the 1 hour.
Did it go through the desk? That red candle went through the desk.
Wallet ending in BD dumping hard. Break all time low and everyone's gonna panic. Haha. Yep.
Yeah. Don't get shaken out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last 6 hours. Somebody say he's got a shitload more.
Yep, that's what I read online. I haven't verified it.
Oh, this is insane. Absolutely wild. All right, okay. I hope we did a. I think we did a pretty decent job on the first run through of that. Like I say, it's a lot. There is a lot to cover. There's a lot of numbers, a lot of moving parts, and they all tie together very, very well. So yeah, hopefully over the coming weeks we'll be able to get yeah get the explanations a lot more concise and clear, especially whenever we bring some diagrams into the mix.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now the bubble doesn't even look that bad overall. You look at the whole ecosystem, the bubble doesn't even look that bad.
Torching Inferno X. Right in the middle.
Yep.
Hey,
Look at me.
the buy zone.
Yep. Again, buy with what, as people say. Okay. Anything else you two want to chat about before we start wrapping up?
I'm buying X28. Y'all keep talking.
Y'all keep talking. All right. Let's see.
Diamonds on my mind. Diamonds on my mind. Drop the white paper in the mud.
Hopefully, hopefully most of that what we covered for diamonds made sense. The Taurus Titans trade brawl game, I'll probably have to get that thing started in the next week or so. So keep an eye out in the Taurus Telegram chat, and the trade ball Telegram chat for updates. We'll probably will, like Rich, like you said, probably will do a couple of votes as to what way people want to move forward with that. You know, 14 days or 11 days before the first one comes claimable, first creation for that becomes claimable. It's probably another week and a half after that the last one becomes claimable. So there's a bit of time to play with before we need to actually make any decisions. But I would just like to get a little game going for just the fun and entertainment, especially while everything's at these kind of lows at the minute. Although somebody's fighting hard there. What are we up to? Oh, the candle didn't make much of a dent in the dip.
No.
But X28 is on a fire sale, technically, although so's a few other things.
We need X28 to launch diamonds, so I'm picking it up. Picking it up at the dumpster sale.
Yeah, I mean, again, there's opportunities present themselves. Definitely not financial advice. I'm not advising anybody to buy anything, but yeah, is it an opportunity? Who knows? Rich certainly thinks it is.
Let them dump it. It's temporary. I mean, the good thing about dumpers, and I don't know why we're afraid of sellers, they're getting rid of it. Hello.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's start wrapping up. Anything you want to touch on, Utah, before we call it a night? Nope.
Nope, I don't think so.
Nope.
Tune into Saturday stream. I don't know if I'll be running it. I had a death in the family, so
Oh
services are
shit! Sorry to
supposed to
hear that.
be. Yeah, services are supposed to be Saturday, so I don't know if I'll be available to run it. So hopefully, maybe you guys can run it if I'm not
Yeah,
available.
if you can't, I'm sure I'll be able to step in. Like,
Yeah, we had a lot of viewers. I think
yeah,
we had
the
like 260 or something.
somebody else just dumped it back down. Sorry, just watching the fucking X28
You know
chart.
what? You can't catch the bottom, so fuck it. I don't even care.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got a lot to unload.
well, that's the same wallet. Sorry, the same wallet just dumped another $800. What the
Let
fuck?
them let them
Um,
exhaust themselves without through get rid of it all. Whatever. Like if
yeah,
they can't catch the bottom,
it was good to see dude turn up and chat on the stream as well. The first time I think you've been running that weekly Titan X community stream for 4 or 5 weeks now, and I think that's the first time somebody's actually popped up and chatted with you guys at the weekend. Is it?
Oh
yeah, it was
yeah,
good.
nobody's been showing up. It's
Yeah,
bare bones over here in Titan X
what's
right now.
hard
It's
for people to join us.
Yeah, a few shout outs for you there, Utah. Condolences from everybody. You hear about that? Um,
Yeah,
right.
likewise.
thanks, Trey.
Yeah, I'll step up at the weekend if you're not about and do the Titan X community stream on Saturday night, 8 p.m. UK time. So, yeah. Anything you want to add, Rich?
No, just the invites out there for anybody who wants to join us Saturday.
All right, cool. And yeah, the opportunities out there to get your hands on a diamond certificate NFT before the protocol even launches for free.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that? Can I participate?
You sure can.
Can I?
You got to go to BuildFi and learn how to launch a token.
I already launched one in there. I was gonna share the stream, but then we'll go off on another fucking tangent. Be here for another half an hour. But yeah, I've already used it.
No.
I've already used it. You covered it on the last on the Saturday. That's what dude was on. Going through, was it the Buildify?
Yeah, that was a big help for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dead easy. It's really easy to use. Lots of nice features on there. I had no bother. Yeah, plucking through it and selecting what way I wanted to build my token.
Somebody's showing their approval of diamonds building on X28, so they're dumping it all.
This is we've discussed this before. There's people watching our streams just trolling us every week.
Yeah, they're trying to sabotage our launch. Just go sell X28.
Yeah,
let us tell you, please do.
Literally announce we're launching a protocol on X28 at the all-time low of X28. Good thing, bad thing. Launching on anything at its absolute bottom is a fucking absolute killer move. Winner move.
Yep. Short-term pain, but where we're at in the market right now, man, the upside potential is highly favorable.
I can say this. I'm sorry, Utah. I didn't mean to cut you.
They might be trying to send a message. We ain't scared. We're building on it. Let's go.
Go ahead, Rich.
So yeah, if X28, it's not going to remain here, so that's why I'm not concerned. Whether I buy this price is the best one, or if it drops another 25% or 30% or 50%, we don't know. So the fact is, it's not going to be here much longer at these ratios. So of course we'd like to buy it lower, and maybe we will, but we're going to buy now too.
$80. Can't believe that. $81 for $1 billion. All right. On that note, we shall call it a night. Cheers, guys. Rich, you've done a great job with this protocol. I'm excited to
I can't
start
take all the credit, but thank you very much. Utah had a lot to do with that. Dude definitely contributed in his smarts as well, and it's been a joint effort. And you know, if I'd have built this thing last year like I wanted, it wouldn't be like it is right now. It took all this time and all these different iterations and back and forth and to get to where it is now. And I would consider it really a finished product ready to go.
Yep, it's pretty damn awesome. So yeah, great job, everybody involved. I came in at the last minute. I'm just here to talk about it, basically. All right, thanks, guys. I'll chat to you both later. So, sliding down the seat here as the night goes on. I hope you enjoyed that run through of the white paper. We did, without doubt, we did cover a lot of detail, and reading facts and figures and numbers of white papers can get pretty overwhelming. Over the next couple of weeks, it will become clear how awesome and easy to participate in this protocol it is. Lots of features, lots of ways to play, lots of moving parts, but everything's separate, everything's simple to see once you start to actually dig in and understand in a bit more detail what's going on. So I'm looking forward to, sharing diagrams and sharing all that and having more detailed discussions about each of the different factors within the Diamonds protocol. And I'm really excited to see what it can do for Blaze. You see, we've got a bit of a dump going on across most of the ecosystem as well. But if you like some of the things that we've talked about here tonight, Blaze can be picked up pretty damn cheap on the market or through the auctions at this minute in time as well. We were up at 18 cents just a couple of weeks ago before TITAN X started pulling back a little bit. Blaze was up at 18 cents. Right now, it's at 5.9 cents on the market buy. So 6,000 tokens are coming in at about $350 a day, the ones that are available in the auction. So look, start paying attention there, because the potential for diamonds to have a great effect on Blaze is massive. And fingers crossed, and hopefully we can work at it and make this shit happen. And we or Utah and the gang will see you on Saturday. If you're thinking of joining in the red candles and dumping, I don't know. Don't get shaken out. Not financial advice. And on that note, thanks for everybody for tuning in. And hope you enjoyed that. We'll get into more details over the coming weeks.
Diamonds on my mind. Diamonds on my mind. Drop the white paper